Hey, hey, hey. Welcome everyone to the stream, and I don't even have stream beats playing just yet. Let's get that music sorted. How's everyone doing today? I've completely forgotten my stream beats. What is going on? What is going on? Right. Oh, that's gonna be loud. All right. Just checking all the levels, making sure that's not too loud. Yeah, I think that looks all right. How's everyone doing today? How we doing? Thanks for joining. I'm going to be live in just a second. Just going to sort out a few things. Am I sounding good? Am I hit? Does everything look good on the starting screen? Thanks everyone for joining. Appreciate all the likes as well. If you guys are leaving likes, really helps out. Really boosts the stream up a bit. Awesome. Good to see you all here. Eggs in chat. I like it. Just going to throw out a few notifications before we go live. Today I got a really good stream as well. I'm really excited to get started on this new prison camp area. It's a little bit different from what we've been doing before. So hope you guys are going to enjoy it too. Give me 1 second. I'll be with you guys real short. I'm just making one more announcement and we'll be good. Didn't mean to do that. Music's a little bit loud. Okay, alright, we'll turn that down a bit. Give me 1 second. Yeah, what have you guys been up to? Has anyone been playing Hydra here recently? I am so excited for the multiplayer update. Crazy excited. I'll be with you guys in just a sec. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. So yeah, today we are gonna do a live stream about creating the prison camp in Radio Silent. Has anyone here seen the film? What's it called? It's totally lost my. It's the one where it's the World War II film, The Great Escape. That's the one. Has anyone here seen The Great Escape? We're gonna be trying to do something similar to the prison camp in that same kind of vibe, I guess. Music still is the music still loud? I will throw that down a little bit. Yeah, has anyone seen The Great Escape? That's kind of the vibe that we're going to be creating today with this prison camp. And I'm really excited to get started on this. It's going to be a really good, fun stream. Yeah, with Steve McQueen, that's the one. Yeah. I think he plays like the one American in the film, and everyone else is English. Yeah, it's a good film. It is a good film. I think it's also I mean, it's based on a true story, isn't it? Yeah. Right. I think that's about it. Let's get started. Cool. So yeah, today I'm going to be making that prison camp I was just talking about for you those who've just joined. One of the things with this prison camp as well is it's more of like a tutorial area for the player. The player's going to start out in the camp and then escape over to the farm area that we've been working on last week and the week before. Yeah, what we're going to do is basically look at some reference images first and kind of get an idea of what models we need to be making. Then I want to make sure that the models are the correct size and they fit well in the scenery. And then we're just going to go ahead and create this entire prison camp. I have had a little bit of bad news and we may need to like restart the entire world. But obviously we still got all the props, so we don't have to like restart the props. We just have to redo all the terrain and stuff. Might have to do that, might not. We're going to see. But for the next, this week and maybe next week, we're going to be doing some work in this prison camp. So let's hop over to this. No, not this. This right here. Yeah, so it's not necessarily like a slave camp. It's more of just like a prisoner of war camp. And it's not, yeah, so it's not like a termination camp, anything like Auschwitz. It's more like just where all the prisoners of war would be kept. All right, hey guys, how's it going? Black TNT, Jacob, Brandon, Cheez-Its, Jacob, Cooper Kit, DRTNT. Nice, it's nice for you guys to join me. Thanks so much. Thanks for liking as well. Liking and sharing the video, it really helps out. All right, so this is the map we've got so far, right? So everything here in the game is made in Magica Voxel, and I wanted to make this quick little map. I made it like quite a few weeks ago now, and it basically just kind of gives you like a good overview of like what the area looks like and how big the scale of this open world is going to be. So over here, we've got the place where we've been working on recently. If you caught the first stream, we were working kind of over here. And then last stream, we were working over here. And then we can hop over to that. And you can see this. Last week, we were working on this right here, which is like a train maintenance yard. So we started off just by making the... Oh, sorry. You're going to have to excuse the freezes and the FPS drops. Right, I think that's crashed. Oh, now we're back. Okay, so yeah, we're making this half track over here, which is just, for now, just a little scenery prop. We didn't actually make it like drivable or anything. But yeah, we got some nice little like kind of terrain to help the player like move around this scene. So you can see here, they can climb on these barrels up here and onto the roof. And then if there was a target to shoot inside there, they could, you know, maybe shoot through these, what would be glass panes here as well. And then inside you got some nice, like loads of crates and stuff to give you a lot of cover so you can sneak around. And then, yeah, that's pretty much as far as we got last week, just because that half track took so long to make. But I think it came out really nice, and it's obviously going to be really, really useful. Generally, the vehicles take like a lot more time than anything else. So yeah, that's what we got so far. Really, really happy with how this is going. I think that half track's looking really good. You guys will help me out, giving me suggestions about how to make that. And if you guys do have any suggestions while I'm working, you know, maybe something doesn't look right, or, you know, maybe I'm asking for suggestions for something, then feel free to just throw them in the comments. You know, I welcome all suggestions. Anyway, so what we're working on today is that prison camp. So, right. Lost Matter says, how much are you planning on charging for Radio Silent? That's a really good question. Probably a fair amount. As you can imagine, like Hydroneer is like very well priced. This game will probably be like just a little bit more expensive because it's just more expensive to make, really. That's just kind of the way it works. Squid Gist is asking, what game is this? This is called Radio Silent. If you look at my last live video, you can see there was an announcement trailer for that, so I kind of explained a little bit in that, especially in the dev vlog with that trailer. So what we're going to do today is, first thing I want to do is I want to get up some reference images to look at. So I'm just going to grab the PureRef. If you guys weren't here before, PureRef is like just this neat little program where I can get loads and loads of screenshots and just kind of throw them all in one place to look at. And it kind of just makes life so much easier. You can see here there's like a church and like town stuff and some kind of layout stuff here. Yeah, really like this piece of software. It's really nice. Also you can like lock it to the top of the screen and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send it to there, and then we're gonna go open up Google. All right, so first thing, let's do World War II prison camp. Let's go prisoner of war camp and kind of like get an idea of what we're going to look at. Maybe we can look at the Great Escape as well. Hey Moon Monkey, how's it going? Thanks for joining. To model everything, Brandon, we are using Magica Voxel, which is this. It's basically just a voxel building system. Really handy, really handy. Really fun to use as well, and it's free as well. So you guys can also kind of like, if you want to do your own kind of little developments while you watch, you know. But yeah, it's a cool system where you just make things out of blocks. It's really simple to use, and if you kind of like are artistic already, then it's like super easy and adaptable to jump onto. Right, let's go here. So the Great Escape. Let's get this thing a little bit out of the way. Put that there. So you can see here they had like kind of bunks, like house bunks. And I think that would be nice to kind of make something like that. We're also going to have to make some sort of fencing as well. All right. Okay. I like how it's surrounded. You can just see kind of on the side right here that it's like surrounded with pine as well. So we're gonna have to make some pine. You can see here there's like guard houses and stuff. So let's open image in a new tab. We're just gonna collect as much like nice imagery as we can to start off with, and then we're gonna use that imagery to kind of build models out of. It's really nice just to have like a base layer of inspiration to build from. Pretty much whenever anyone's making any games, they're always looking at like reference material, especially like historic stuff. Well, that's a good one of like a main gate. Okay, so we got some of that. I think we got enough from there. I kind of like getting ones that are in color because it's a lot easier to work with when you can actually see what's going on, like the colors in it. Yeah, so it's not the same engine as Teardown. This uses Unreal Engine. Realistically, I say it every stream, but pretty much the only similarities are just the art style and the fact that they're both destructibility. Actual gameplay, they couldn't be further apart from each other, really. So this guy's saying Stalag or Stamlager is a good, helpful search term. So take that look at that in a sec. I think overall we should probably start with just the most simple parts, and I think the most simple parts are literally the little bunk houses, the guard towers, and the fences. Like I don't think it gets any more simple than that, really. I also want to think about the layout of the guard town or the prisoner war camp as well, because I think just having like a really simple box square layout might be just a little bit boring. So we'll have a look at that too. Yeah, so but I think, to be honest, let's just get started. Let's crack into it and see how far we get. Just gonna take a bit more of a look at this. I wonder what that roofing material is made out of. I think it's that kind of stuff that you put on like your shed, your garden shed. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like sandpapery kind of material. Also, you can see the ground is quite dirty as well. Not a lot of like grassiness. Should probably look into that. But then again, the scene's going to be quite grey and grey and brown and beige. So we'll have to think about like our color composition as well, making sure it's not just like completely boring. You see there's like white window frames, that would be something nice to take from. And then you've got these heaters that are probably, imagine in the bunkhouses you'd have like a heater in between a bunch of beds. Yeah. Cells, guard quarters, mess room, gym, courtyard, closets, gates, and checkpoints. Jacob, that's brilliant. Thanks for all the suggestions on that. What we'll do is we'll start making some stuff, and then we'll collect everything together. So we'll just start making like just a bunch of random stuff, and then I think we'll just do the layout. Thanks, Moon Monkey, but I've actually hired a 3D artist recently, Amber, who is doing all the character models. So she's working on models for both Radio Silent and Hydra Near now. I'll probably have a bit of info to show on the 5th in the next devlog. Remember, if you guys join either Patreon or become a YouTube member, you can get the devlogs a little bit earlier than everyone else as well. So if you are like super interested, then you know, and you got the spare cash, please do join. Right, I think we got enough stuff here. Let's get started. So I'm gonna just chuck these over here. Right. Okay, let's go here. So basically that was just a little map file, and now we're here with this kind of empty world. I like to have our little characters here. We've got the Chicken Man and the Beard Man. I haven't actually named these two, so maybe we can come up with some names this week. But they're just like really good so I can get a sense of scale, because in the world, the characters aren't going to look like that at all, but it allows us to understand how big the player is going to be. It's like a really rough representation of the height. Actually, no, the height is almost exact, and the width of him is almost exact as well. So it's like just a really nice starting place. No, Blockwork. Hydra is not finished. We're working on it right now. And we are bringing multiplayer to the game, as well as massive optimizations and some cool new features. Anyway, right, let's make... I want to make like the fences in the game. So if we have a look at this... let's put that next to my face. Here we go. Okay, cool. Right. So we got a little bit of reference there. I'm just going to grab another reference for a fence. It's quite hard to see the fences in this. Right, let's take... take another one right here. Okay, so we got a bit of fence here. This is obviously like a square fence, and I kind of want to not do a square fence. I want to do a bit more of just a straight horizontal line fence. I think that might be quite fun. I also got a pretty good idea of how I'm going to do the barbed wire. Someone on Discord actually did something similar, and I'm going to be doing something similar to that as well. So let's get started. Let's start by just saving this. We're going to set this as set. What should we call this? POW. Right. I'm gonna be doing fences, and I think we might do like a wall as well. I'm not sure. But this is just the tutorial area. So obviously the first thing players are gonna do is gonna try and like jump over the fence. So we just got to make sure the players can't jump over the fence to start off with. There's going to be like essentially just like a little tutorial quest of like, hey, break through this thing, move over to here, pick up this item, and just to kind of give the player like a really good basic understanding of how to pick up and drop items, how to interact with quests and NPCs, and also maybe how to do a bit of digging as well. That'd be quite fun. Oh yeah, Black TNT, that'd be a good idea. Like if you die, you like start back at the prison camp. That might be quite fun. Or maybe like, you know how in GTA when you get caught by the police, you have to go, they put you back in the actual police, like you start again outside of jail. Right. It's got to be quite tall. I think that might be a little bit too big. I mean, look at the scale reference for here. Like, he's there and the fence is that tall. So yeah, we should probably do something like that. And I think what we'll do as well is we'll make a like a perimeter of mines. So if like a player does like figure out how to jump on top of a building and jump over the fence, they got to run through a minefield and they just instantly just boom. Sneaking through a vent. Yeah, I mean, there's probably not going to be that many vents though, is there? Just out of like wooden huts and stuff. How do you make the terrain? The terrain's made with Magica Voxel, which is like a plugin. So you can see here, like all this stuff is just the terrain part. And then we have all these different little kind of things like trees and bushes and buildings and boxes and stuff is all just like pieces made in Magica that are then imported into the engine. And also the Voxel engine is also free as well. Well, it's got like a free version. I use the pro version, but yeah, so like, you know, you can do sort of a similar thing if you so wish. Right, let's so these are kind of meant to be like wooden posts, but I think it might look a bit better if they're like what happens if we do this and then kind of, can we make them look like nah. Right, so I think for the wire, what would be quite cool is if we get this kind of wire here and we just draw like a big line, and then on the line we do random little dot things, and each random dot is kind of like a little barb on that barbed wire. Trouble is, how many have we got to do? I think what might be cool is if we do, so we're going to have 2 on each side and 2 on the other. This needs to be 6 and maybe 14 long. And that's too short. 14 plus 8 is 22. Okay, I think that's long enough. Right, so we are going to do this. Yeah, thanks for answering all those questions, Ichi. Appreciate it. Did the world gen take long to program? Soccer, that's a really, really good question. The world generation was actually, it just adds like a little bit of noise, and there's a massive problem in that, and that it is too flat right now. So I might be redoing the entire map very soon. I have to wait for some like new things to be added to the plugin, because right now it's in like a little bit of a state where it just needs a little bit more tweaking from the developer of the plugin. You can see here the ground looks really, really flat and boring, and it's going to look really, really flat and boring for like a lot of it. So I'm going to redo the entire map and make a whole procedural system which has got like hilly areas in it, flat areas, maybe like rolling hills and stuff, all combined into one big giant map instead of using this. And the reason for that is it's just boring. You know, it's just boring to look at. If every field was just flat like this, it would kind of just be a bit lame. Hey, Tactical Destroyer, welcome back to the stream. Yeah, we tried a spiral pattern for some of the barbed wire before, and it does look pretty good, but also, in fact, I think I have some right over here. Yeah, it looks okay, but it doesn't work super well because the voxels aren't actually touching each other. So there's like a bit of technical issues with that. Where are you from? I am from London in the United Kingdom. Is this got plans for multiplayer? Yeah, this is a co-op game. Not so much a PvP, maybe a PvP, but mostly it's just going to be a co-op game. There might be some water mechanics and stuff, just basic swimming, I guess. Not like Hydroneer where there isn't any swimming or anything. But yeah, we'll probably have a little bit of that. Anyway, let's get back to it. So I think we'll have, what's that, 4. So I think what we want to do, right, is have it so there isn't, you see how like the distance between each of these is like varied. So it goes 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3. I want to make it look like really varied, so then it doesn't just look really samey when you look at it. Because if you look alongside this, and what we'll do is we'll have different variations of this one fence. So yeah, when you look along this, it doesn't look all boring and samey. So that's that. Now I need to move it 1 block away from here. Do that so we can put some barbs, and then just gonna very carefully just add in random barbs on each side. So we'll put some on the bottom here, put some sticking out. In fact, what I might do is do every one on this, and then do it side by side. I think that'll probably work a bit better. So we'll do the top now. Nice. I think that's gonna look really good. And then we'll have like a few different versions of these fences, just so like they just don't look the exact same, copied and paste and copied and paste. I think we'll have 3 different versions, and then mixed up, so we can go like 1 2 3 2 1 3 4 2 2 3 4 2 3 1 2 3, all like in a big row, so then it just doesn't look like super copied and paste. Because obviously we're not going to just I mean, we could do the entire fences, depends how big the camp is going to be. This is the maximum space for what you get with Magic of Voxel, and it can't be any bigger than this. So like I pretty don't want to, I want to have a prison camp bigger than this basically. Where was I? I was doing the bottom, wasn't I? Cool. And now, oh, don't like that. And then this back one right here. Now, I think we need something on top to really make it pop a bit more. Yeah, so I really like that. I think that looks absolutely really good. Problem with it though is that it hasn't got anything cool on top to like really seal the deal. When I reference art, they've kind of just got these like slanted things, which I'm not really a big fan of. I like that big gate though. That's a cool looking gate. We should definitely have that. And I think it's also what might be cool is having like 2 layers of fence. I'm pretty sure they did that. They had like 2 layers of fence. So if you get through one of them, you've just got to tangle in the other one as well. Yeah, Jacob, you're right. It does look like the top fences lean in a bit. What I would really like to do, what we could do is maybe have... let's think about the top. What we could do is have it so it's like this, where I'm going to kind of make that a little bit lighter colored, but that kind of just looks a bit crap. Has anyone got any ideas? What should we do here? Let's have a look. What do we have in our reference material? Yeah, let's get some likes up, guys. 39. Can we get to 50? Come on, we can get to 50. Can we get to 50? Right. Oh, how we don't see any distressing images, because that would not be nice. Right, let's yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think most of them are just logs, you know. Maybe we can't find any useful reference images here. Oh, nice. I like that. 43 likes. Nice. That was a big step up. Okay, right. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it as is for now. 100 likes and I chug my water. Deal. I think I did that last week actually when I had like this much water. Right, what we're gonna do, right? Don't tell anyone. And I mean it. I'm gonna do some cheating here. Right? Don't tell anyone. You guys didn't see anything. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna take these. Just before anyone notices what we're doing. We're just gonna reorganize them, right? So you can't actually tell that they're not the same. I just like to do little tricks like this to save a bit of time, you know, because no one's gonna notice, right? I mean, as long as you guys don't tell anyone I'm cheating, then we'll be fine. Then we won't have a problem, you know, because you don't want to have a problem. Right. Here we go. Mr. Pieman, my eyes have opened to a whole new world of world design. I mean, this is how they do it in the biz. Usually you take shortcuts and stuff. You know, like every scene is just comprised of just objects you can see here. You know, this is obviously making something in voxel art isn't exactly what a lot of game developers do. Obviously they make them, you know, for games like Call of Duty, they would make them look really realistic. But yeah, it's essentially just putting objects into a world, copy and pasting them and rotating them and stuff. Yeah. Right, back to it. So we got 2 fences now. I think we're gonna go for 3. And then we are gonna maybe do a corner post. No, we'll be alright without a corner post, I think. Oh. Okay, right. Copy and paste that, and then move all these guys away. Hopefully this just doesn't look like the first one again. Yeah, no, we're good. And we're just looking for that either 3 or 4 space in between each line of barbed wire. So now if you look at this, you know, each wire is, I mean, it should be better than this. Each barbed wire now, when you look down, if you look down while you're standing kind of like where this camera is right here, and you look down the line, it will look really good, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, just gives you like a nice little perspective on the eye, because working with voxels, you know, things are tricky. You've got to make good artistic choices, otherwise your map's just going to look like crap. And you've got to pay a lot of attention to the details, even though the details are obviously so big because they're giant, big blocky voxels. But yeah, it's fun. I really do enjoy this, and I hope you guys are enjoying the stream as well. Let's make that top one a little bit lower. Okay, cool. Right, we got our nice wired fences now. Yeah, so they're meant to be off, like they're not meant to line up. I think I'll make this one a little bit higher. So you can see here, these 2 line up, but this one doesn't. Next one down, these 2, none of them line up. These 2 line up. Maybe this one should be dropped. No, okay, we'll just keep it like that. These 2 line up, but the middle one doesn't. And then left and right line up again, but middle one doesn't. And then these 2 line up, but then left one doesn't. And then these 2 line up, and then that one doesn't. Maybe we're gonna make this one different because the middle and right is matching up a little bit too much. Okay, cool. Right, I think that's looking really good. Next Shall we make this big gate? I think that would be a really fun one to make. This one right here. So I want to start with taking 2 of these. And then let's get a nice... I want to get an odd number between these two. So we're going to just draw a line quick. 55. That's not a fun number to work with. How big are these guys? They're 24, right? Yeah, 24. So let's go... let's go 51 with those two. Yeah. Wicked. So there won't be custom, I mean, there kind of will be custom characters. You kind of just make your own, and you'll be able to like customize how they look and everything. But and also you kind of, there's these things called kits, and each kit is like a different like skill, and then you can level up that specific kit and swap around, and it kind of basically, what the hell? And it basically kind of tells players what. Well, like it's like a play style, really. That's kind of the best way to explain it. Are you making the gulag? Yeah, we're kind of making a gulag-ish. Not quite a traditional gulag, but it's close. Right, I want to just move all these back one. So, you know what? I'm just gonna take quite a lot of inspiration from this gate, shall we say? Because I really like it. That's a nice gate. And then we're going to have the middle somewhere. Is that the middle? No. Is that the middle? 24 on that side. 22 on that side. Oh, so close. 23 on that side. 23 on that side. Awesome. Right. Right. So it kind of looks like this. We're gonna have one line going down to there. Not bad, not bad. Bit of a weird thing there, but I think it's just because it's a odd number. Maybe we can get by with moving this. I think that might work a bit better. I fucked it. All right. Max's Gulag. Come to the best Gulag in the world. Yeah, there'll be like a healer class. That's going to be really fun. I really like games like World of Warcraft where you, essentially you and your buds, you know, everyone's kind of got your own, their own role, so to say. I just think that's like really interesting design. And that's why I want to do that for Radio Silent. What's going on here? Well. What's going on here then, Gav? Why is that? Okay. Right, that's how big the gate's going to be. It might not be big enough for a car. I hope it's going to be big enough for a car. We're going to worry about the other side later as well. Okay, and then we're going to have... Let's make this... Okay, we're having issues. Right, let's make it like this instead. Cool. And then what I think we're going to do is we're going to have, looks like here, you can barely see it, probably on stream it's even worse, but there is like barbed wire on the actual gate. So we're going to do that as well on the other side. Yeah, let's make this. I think what we'll do is take that there. We're going to make this a little bit wider, and we're just going to put barbed wire behind it. Maybe use the half track for scale. Tactical destroyer, another genius idea. What we'll do is when I'm finished with the gate, we'll import it into the world and then just kind of like just as this, not as its separate elements, and then just see how that goes. That's a really good idea. The gate isn't going to open at all, but it still needs to be the right scale. Otherwise, it's just going to look like crap. Then we need to flip it. No, not that. We need to flip it. There we go. Then I want there to be like a one space gap in between. Beautiful. That's going to look wicked. And then what we'll do is kind of move that over there. And then we're going to just sneaky grab a few of these again, because, you know, we are the laziest of all developers. And then we're going to rearrange which order they're in. It's going to be something like that. Obviously we'll have to chop off a little bit on the what's that, the right side. Wicked, right. And then how's that going to fit? It's going to be like really wide, so we're going to have to do it like this. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, it's a bit of a chunky log. We might actually make it 3 by 3. That looks cool though. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think I smashed that. If you think I smashed that, then just smash that like button. Oh man, I cringe myself out. Okay, we need to reorganize the order of these. So what we're going to do with that is actually copy and paste the entire thing. And we're going to then just get rid of everything. This will make sense in a second. I might actually, you know what? I think the other one can stay there. How it is. Is that a 3 in between, or is that? Yeah. What languages will the game have? Cool, that's a question. So the thing is, with Hydroneer, it's super easy to translate because there's only like 3,000 characters in the entire game. Whereas this is going to have like quests, and quests have got text, and there's all things like just dialogue, and then there's voiceovers, and there's just like so much more stuff. So this one may not have that many languages. It might just have German, or English obviously, German, Russian, Chinese, you know, just like the kind of the bigger languages, because it's just, you know, it's gonna be very hard to translate a lot of things. And yeah, like translations seem like a really easy thing to do, but they're actually really hard because you've got to kind of keep on top of it. Every time you change anything in the game, you have to contact like 20 different people to say, hey, can you update the translations for the game? And that just is so much effort. I'm not gonna lie, it just, yeah, it's so much effort, and sometimes it's not worth the effort, which is a big shame because it's obviously really nice to have as many translations as possible in the game. So yeah, we'll see when the time comes to it. We're so far away from launch right now of this game that it's hard to say anything really. I think there should be something on either side of these gates to kind of, it feels weird that barbed wire just floating here. I think what we'll do is we'll make it so they're like attached to the wall. Yeah, I think that'll look good. It's a bit tricky with some of them poking up over. That's fine. You can just. Yeah, go on in. Right, that is one cool looking gate. Let's kind of give it a little bit more flair, and then I think we'll call this one done. I think we'll kind of give it some big ugly bolsters on it, maybe even. Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah, that looks cool. I think that looks really good. That's going to look really nice when we have like loads of prison-like buildings around it. Because really, to tie a scene together, you really need all the little details and all the little props and stuff to really tie things together. Oh yeah, sorry. This is going to be on the inside. So yeah, obviously the barbed wire will be in the inside of the gate. It'd be a bit weird if the gate was like this was the inside. Yeah, no, the barbed wire will be prisoner facing. Don't forget a lock. I mean, realistically, they're manned by people. But yeah, maybe like a big like shutter bolt thing. What are they called? Like a. What if we do something like something like this. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Kind of gives you the idea that it's locked. Yeah, you could have like subtitles and like subtitles in the localized language, but the problem is there's gonna be so much. There's just gonna be so much lettering, and the each word costs you a certain amount of money, and just it's just following up with people is such a pain. Have I made a graveyard? Not yet. We were gonna make a graveyard. Someone reminded me that last stream. I never actually got around to it. I'm just fiddling with this right now. It's a little cube. I just got a 3D printer today and set it up, and I made a little cube, like an XYZ on it. Just it's like a test thing that you do with 3D printing. That's fun. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out that 3D printing thing. It's such a headache. All right, let's put that one aside now. We're done with it. Just gonna put it real close to this wall. There we go. Great. So, really good start already. I've actually got some really nice like lanterns that you can hang on the side of these things. So we'll have those. Maybe like every like 3 sections of barbed wire, there'll be like a little hanging light. Luke says, "Hey Max, we're in the same class at uni. Been following your success for a while. Wanted to say congratulations." Thanks, Luke. Appreciate it, mate. Luke, I don't remember a Luke. Yeah, but thanks anyway, dude. Yeah, drop me a message later and we'll have a chat. I don't know if you want to reveal your surname on a stream. But yeah, I went to Bournemouth Uni for you guys who don't know, and uni was cool. I don't think it was essentially worth the money, and I didn't really learn too much. Like everything I know now, I kind of was like more self-taught. So if you guys are thinking about going to uni, I don't know. It might be for you, it might not be for you. I think it's different for everyone. Yeah, Moon Monkey, you know, feel free to make like fan art and stuff if you want. Currently I don't really need any more models, but I appreciate the offer though. uni just feels like so far long away. Has anyone got like memory loss from just from COVID? I feel like since COVID started, my memory is just toasted. I mean, it's probably always bad, but yeah. Right. Okay. Should we make a little guardhouse like this one, which you currently can't actually see? We do have another big guard tower, but it'd be nice to have like just a little small mini one like this. And then we got to, like, I haven't even thought about like, so this is a tutorial area, right? How should the players, like, what should they do in the tutorial area? What happens when they get out? I'm thinking they have to dig a tunnel, right? Because in the Great Escape, they have 3 tunnels. This is based on a true story. It was Tom, Dick, and Harry. Those were just like very common British names in like 1940s. And to stop, and they called the tunnels that to stop the German guards knowing where so if they heard them talk about it, they would just think they would be talking about their mate. And then like 2 of them collapsed. One of them, they actually made it out, and they got like they would go like halfway across Germany or wherever the camps were, and then get caught like at like a rail station or something. It was tough, but a few of them did make it back. I think if you make it to Switzerland's like a in World War II was a like a neutral country. So if you made it to Switzerland, then you were home free. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right. A stationary flamethrower in the game. I mean, the game's about subtlety and stealth, and I don't know if that really screams subtlety and stealth to me. I don't know about you. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll make maybe like a hut, or maybe we'll make we'll just get like the style of a hut sorted, and then once the style of the hut is finished, then we can start looking at then we'll start looking at the actual the layout of the town. I know who was it? I think it was Jacob earlier gave some really good suggestions. And guys, please, some people after these streams, they say, I wasn't sure if you wanted to hear suggestions or whatever. Please just put all your suggestions in the chat. Like, I love getting suggestions. Helps me make a better game, and it helps, and it, you know, lets you guys have the opportunity of having something in a video game, which is, you know, kind of cool. So yeah, feel free to drop some suggestions in. Anyway, let's jump back over to Magica. Okay, so guard huts. So we can see in some of these concept images, I'm going to grab a couple of them and bring them onto our hotbar, onto our reference sheet. So if we put it one right here, we can see this was I think he was the leader of the Brits, and then you've also got Steve McQueen here in this image. Should make it a bit smaller. Sorry, let me just sort all this thing out. We'll put it nice there. All right. See, this is Steve McQueen and some other guy. That isn't Steve McQueen. Not to be mistaken with Kachow Lightning McQueen from Cars. Right, okay. There's a little bit of, what is that, guttering? I can't tell if it's guttering. We're gonna do guttering anyway. It looks like kind of it's not asphalt, but it's like, what's that stuff called? You put it on top of sheds, garden sheds. That's what we need to have for the roof. And then we're gonna have slat walls, white frames, white window frames. And also, it looked like in another screenshot, you can see here they actually had those shutters on the windows as well. And I love the little pipes that kind of stick out too. We'll do something like that. So yeah, let's roofing felt. Roof felt. Yeah, I think that's it. Antisocial Penguin is very enthusiastic about the flamethrower. Don't know if we'll have a flamethrower. It's more of a frontline weapon and was only used sparingly in World War II. Cheese said, is the end goal to get it like Sweden or a neutral country? No, the game is about helping the local population. So they are like, basically the country was invaded by, this is also not set in World War II. This is set in like an alternative universe in the same kind of like theme as World War II, I guess. Basically there's this, this place called Fremont, which is kind of like France. And it was invaded by Hellsteig, which was kind of like Germany. And basically the Guard, like the Nazis, invaded this country and basically put the local population to work to kind of help them in the war machine. So you're stuck way behind behind the front lines, and you have to work with the local population and sabotage the enemy from within. All right. Kat says just put a silencer on the flamethrower. I mean, you could. Right, let's get started. One thing that I'm seeing as well is that these are on like stilts too. So maybe we should make some like little brick stilts for these. And if you guys weren't here before, what we're doing here is we have on the left side of this screen, let's make this a little bit bigger, 1.2. So you can see it's split up into tiers, and each tier is like the how strong the material is. So you might be able to shoot through tier 1 and 2 and 3, but you can't shoot through 4 or whatever. Depends on what gun you have and what ammo you have. All right, okay, let's get started. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some brickwork. Now brickwork is in the game looks a little bit like this. Obviously I have to kind of like follow a style that I have in my big old noggin. So brickwork kind of looks like this in game. So we've got to follow this style. There we go. And then we can actually just do this. And then, okay, cool. So that is a brick wall. In the game, it looks something like, and so that looks like this brick wall here. You can see there's also like little bits of, you can see how there's like just these little kind of tiny little touches of different color in there. Basically, we've just added like what's called a post-process. So essentially they're like a material shader, the thing that kind of controls what the materials look like. We've told it, hey, for every one voxel, add another 4 little kind of colors, make them slightly different colored to what that voxel is. It just makes it look a lot more interesting, and it's like purely just this kind of cosmetic thing. If you break off one of these voxels, it'll kind of just look like 1, 2, 3. It'll have kind of like the 4 little dots on them. As you can kind of see right here on this fence, you can see it looks like you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just about see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's how the voxel system works, and it's really, really cool. It's really, really awesome. Yeah, Itchy's just linking some cool stuff in the chat as well if you guys are interested in learning more about it. But yeah, RTX Gaming, you're right. Magic of Voxel is great. I legit actually really, really, really enjoy using the program. Right, so let's get started on the little stool. What are you going to call them? Stalls? Not stalls. They're like, I don't know. But anyway, let's make them 6 by 6. Is that 6 by 6? That is 6 by 6. I'm a genius. We're going to fill it with some. I'm going to fill it with some kind of concrete stuff. So then when you shoot through this, it's not just brick wall the entire way. You shoot through it, and then there's like just this kind of like rubbly, concrete-y thing that would most likely have been there at that time. I'm thinking also, how high do we, maybe, it's nice with brick walls to work in odd numbers, because obviously then you get like a nice round layer like this at the top. So maybe we go, maybe 1 more layer, and then, yeah, right. So then these layers are going to be the the solid layers for brick and mortar walls. And then let's just start here. How well is this going to work? Oh, this might not work very well at all. Oh no, it works perfectly because obviously each brick is like 3, so you kind of want to have 1, 2, 3 here. Right, awesome. That's really good. And we're gonna cool, and then we're just gonna fill it in with some brick. Awesome, that's looking really good. Okay, cool. So we got like a little stub for it to sit on. And I think also the fireplaces were actually resting on these sort of stubs as well. Because in the film, they use that to like dig through. So then if you look underneath the actual, if you looked underneath the cabin, you wouldn't see like just a big hole where their tunnel was. They actually dug through this kind of stuff right here to get through and then make the great escape through there. If you guys weren't here earlier, oh, thanks for stopping by, Weez, appreciate it. See you later. Yeah, it's really, really smart. So obviously, if you guys weren't here earlier, the images I'm referencing here and the film that I'm talking about is The Great Escape. It's a really, really good Steve McQueen film. It's quite old though. It's like 1960s, I want to say 1960s, 1970s. I think 60s. But yeah, really smart, because obviously you don't want to get done by the, you know, the prison guards and stuff. Right, okay, so that's going to be like our little stub. You can go put that over there. And now what I want to do is make, let's get an idea of the sense of scale of how big these, like each room is going to be. So to do that, we're going to just block it out. So I'm going to say that would be a good size and that would be a good height. So what we're going to do is we're going to save that. We're going to jump over to Magic of Voxel, and then I'm going to drag that set into our content browser. We'll just chuck it in here for now. This is it. Drag that in there, click that off. And now we've got that item in here. So obviously it's not going to fit anywhere. It's just loads and loads of different assets stuck together. So it's not going to be super useful. But we can kind of get an idea of a sense of scale compared to what we've already got here already. So really, really useful. So we can see here how big the gate is compared to a car. That looks pretty good to me. How big the fences are. You can see here a car or a tank would probably pass through there quite easily. I mean, I don't see why you would ever have a tank that would drive into a prison camp anyway. You'd just have trucks, really, wouldn't you? You guys saying 1963, 1969? Yeah, something like that. The material in the middle of the pillars was usually sand. Yeah, that would be useful. Jacob, yeah, we'll do some hanging lights and stuff. I've actually got some already made in like a separate prop, so we won't actually be doing those today. Hey, Canadian Farmer, welcome to the stream. Yeah, you can see here these like little lights that are on the side of this thing. I've got those in another file somewhere else, so we don't actually have to make them today, but we'll probably just use these. How are you going to stop people going out of bounds of the map? Yeah, they'll just be like kind of unclimbable things. There'll be like, you know, one side will be water, maybe one side will be basically be like rolling hills and stuff. Maybe one side will be like a dense forest with just one big invisible wall. The idea is that the map is so detailed that like, why would you want to go outside anyway? Because like the map will be so nicely detailed. You want to, you know, you don't want to go exploring the outer bounds really. Right, so that looks good. Right now I'm thinking this big brown box is the scale of the building. So I think maybe it should be, I don't know, should it be a little bit smaller? Yeah, I think it should be a little bit smaller than that. But either way, now we've got a really, really good idea of how big everything needs to be. I think these fences look great. I think we can start moving on to our little bunkhouse bunkhouse. Are we going to call it bunkhouse? I think it's called a bunkhouse. Yeah, we're going to call it a bunkhouse. Right. Yeah, how's the music sounding for you guys? Is it a bit too quiet? I'm going to turn up just a pinch. Let me know if that's a bit too loud though. Okay. Just going to move that over there and we're going to start. So I think what I want to do is maybe figure out what the wall should look like first. We'll do 2 voxel wide wall. I think what we'll do is we're gonna use this like really cool system where you can see here how there's slats on the walls. We've got to somehow replicate those slats. So I think what we'll do is we'll put slat, 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 and have one gap in between them. And then on the other side of the wall, we'll still have slats, but the gap will be different from the one on the outside. So it looks like slats on both sides with a gap in the middle, but the gaps never line up, so it's fine. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But before I do that, I'm going to go grab another drink of water because I am all out. And in the meantime, it's the best segment. It's the best show. It's like, why would anyone watch the show? It's purely for this reason and because it's Where's Wally time. I will be right back. My mic's off. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Thanks for letting me know. I was just saying, I think we may need to get a new Where's Wally because I think a few of you guys have already found Where's Wally quite a lot. So maybe next week if I remember. And who knows if I'm going to remember. Thanks for reminding me about my mic being off. That is rookie mistake. I mean, I am a game developer before being doing any of this stream stuff, so you know, game development first. How we doing? How's everyone doing today? Are we enjoying the stream? I think, right, we need to figure out how these slats are going to look. We'll just make them out of wood for now. I think we'll make them out of like a nice light colored wood. So this is my grand idea. Basically, we have like this, and then on the inside, it's like this. Just messed that up. Okay. So, on this side, it's like this. Big slats of wood. And on the other side, it's like this, right? Genius. Looks like there's slats, but there's essentially holes in each side. And then we'll have some vertical parts for like each segment, and then I think we'll be done. How do you delete selected voxels? How do you duplicate? You just control C, Control V. And then if you hold Control while having them grouped, you can move them on different axes. Right. How tall is this going to be? Usually we have them. An interior is like around 24 bricks tool. Should I say voxels tool rather. So let's make this, we'll make it 24 and then we'll have like an, what's it called, a slanted roof, a triangular roof, that's the word. So we're just gonna copy this. How'd you, yeah, cool. Bunkhouses. No, the game is not going to be like Teardown. It's going to be quite a bit different. If you look at my previous video, I explain what the kind of vibe of the game is. Right, that's one too high. Okay, that is 24 blocks tall. Perfect. So now, yeah, I think there's like little dividers every now and then. So what we'll do is have like little sectioned off bits. Thanks for hanging around with us, Cheese It. Yeah, the stream will be unlisted when it's finished if you want to rewatch it. There's actually a playlist of all the streams on my YouTube channel. Right, we're going to do that, and then we're going to have a gap of 12. What if we even go one further? Yeah, I think that looks nice. And now we need to move it. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Now we'll go one deeper. Actually, what's the floor gonna look like? No, we will not. We can do it like this. Okay. Right. So now what we're going to do, we're essentially just going to make a what we call a kit. And a kit in game development is basically something that we can basically just duplicate this now. So if I need a wall, I can basically just go and just keep doing this and make one big wall. So now, like, there you go. You just have a wall, like, super easy. Yeah, I drink like crazy amounts of water, especially like when I'm talking as well. I just drink a lot of water. Yeah. Yeah, there'll be like drivable vehicles and stuff. You'll basically have to like steal them. But yeah, like a mission might be like steal, you know, a supply truck or something, or like blow up a fuel truck or something like that. Maybe it might be take the fuel truck, drive it over to a railway bridge and blow up that railway bridge using the fuel truck or something like that. Thanks everyone for joining and liking the video, by the way. Really appreciate all those likes. We're at 64 right now, but let's try and get it to 100, eh? Can you dive? I guess you could dive. Actually, no, it'll probably just be regular swimming, I think. There is like an entire, like this big movement system I've been working on as well, which is really sick. So like if you get shot in the leg, you like basically, you can either, you might start bleeding in the leg, and also you have like slower walking speed until you get it healed up. Like I'll be showing it off in this month's video, because this month's dev vlog on YouTube is going to be both Hydroneer and Radio Silent. And then the Radio Silent part, I'm going to be showing off some of these like cool character things I've been working on. So that video will be coming out on the 5th. Unless you're a YouTube member or a Patreon subscriber, then you get to see it a little bit earlier than everyone else, probably like a week before or something. Rightio, let's now make, I want to make like a, oh, that's a thing as well. Look how there's like a number on the bunks. It's quite hard to do a number, because like if I was going to do that, right, at 106, it'll be like... Oh, I think that's actually 8. Okay, we could do that on the side of the bunks. I think it would add character to the bunks. So, yeah, we'll do like 101 to 108. We'll have 8 bunks. And then the player can kind of like move around through them. Maybe like, hey, go to this guy over here. He's got a quest for you in bunk 107. We'll go like 101. Let's do it now. We'll go 1. We might even have, what if we have like a burnt down bunk from people trying to like escape? That would be really cool. We'll definitely do that. And this is something we can do today as well, actually. Hopefully we can get like a few bunks in. Does that look like a 7 to you guys? I guess 7 would be more like... That might look like a 7. Let me know what you guys think if it looks like a 7. Guess what would a 7 actually... No, that would be a 7. Just gonna write these numbers on the wall. I'm gonna do all the way up to 108. 106 could be the one that gets destroyed. Yeah, because the 6 looks like crap. It looks like a B. Yeah, what we'll do is when we finish all of them, we'll make one of them destroyed. In fact, I think there should only be 6 bunkhouses. Oh no, we'll do 7. We'll do 7 because I like the number 7. Just purely because I like the number 7 I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. Right. God, I hate lettering. That's possible as a 2, I think. It's 3 the right way round. I'm just... Numbers are so tricky. Usually I give myself a bit more space as well. Okay, cool. That's good enough for me. Yeah, I think that looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 looks gross, man. Why does that 6 look so bad? Okay, that's fine. Little details, little details. How's Hydroneer going? Hydroneer's going really great. Yeah, I got some really cool updates to show you guys in this month's video. I think we've done basically a pass on like ram drills and made ram drills like super optimized. So that's really good. We did a test with, I think it was 10,000 ram drills and getting like 60 FPS. But that was without them being on. That was just them playing their animations. Because that's half the problem. We didn't. Them being on is something we'll look at later on. Right. Okay. I like the vibe of these bunkhouses we got so far. Let's basically start on one of bunkhouse. I think every bunkhouse should be the same size. I think build wise though, I think they should be a little bit different from each other because it might just get really boring looking at the same bunkhouse like again and again and again. Like the layout should be. The 6 looks like a 6 and not B. What? Yeah, Moon Monkey, I'm not sure, dude. Check out the Discord channel for Magica Voxel. They're quite helpful there if you post screenshots. I think you may have hit this button, which is tab, which changes the scene basically, like layer selection. All right. Next thing we need to do is a door. Now, if you guys have been here before on this stream, you guys know the measurements of the door have to be the same for every single door. So then we have the same size, and it is 20 by 10, which actually fits quite nicely in one of these. So we're going to just take one of these guys, and we're going to take our big old door. Oh, my camera's kind of getting a bit funny. Okay. All right, and we're going to just take this. What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying about the number 6? I mean, it's not that bad. It's kind of bad, but it's not the worst thing ever. Make the 6 look like 6 and not B. I do not know how. It's fine. It's fine. You can tell that it's 106. Right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this and we're going to then place it in the correct position. And then we're just going to cut a big fat hole out. Now this is the inside width of the door, so we still need to make a door frame. So I think what we'll do is we will take this color and we're just going to go... bit of a problem there. Right, we're just going to go like this. Fill that in. We're going to just have a big fat door frame here. Paint it. Cool. Looks good to me. Do one there, and then we'll do one right there. Wicked. Right, we've got a door frame. Now we're going to need to think about floors. Like the floor that it's going to be resting on, and maybe some little steps that kind of like, because obviously these are going to be on raised platforms. I don't know why they made them raised. I imagine to stop rotting. Does anyone know why? Let me know. Why would they raise up like a cabin? Why would you? I mean, why do you raise up a log cabin? I think is because log cabins are also raised. So I imagine the same thing as there. Why do you raise log cabins on stilts? Keeps out vermin. Okay, that makes sense. Vermin have less of a chance to kind of like bite through things when they're up and raised. Yeah, so probably rotting and vermin. Yeah. We didn't need to know that. I just feel like it's a lot easier to picture something in my brain. No, I just like to know nerdy stuff, you know, like to know the reason why things are where they are. 6 needs fix. Oh god, swear to god. I get so much abuse from the fact that 6 needs fix. But I will not admit it. I'm not going to admit that 6 needs fix. 6 needs fix, gang. You guys can say what you want. But I ain't listening. Fool. What the hell? Why are we... Oh yeah, this is an odd... Yeah, this is an odd number, that's why. I'm thinking, why is this like off-center? But it has to be, because it is a annoyance. That's fine. What we're going to do is we're just going to put it heavy one side, and it'll look nice. I'm going to cut out some of this. And then we're also going to make... I'm going to take the door frame color, make a nice little windowsill, so they can put all of their little things on a windowsill. And then actually, you know what? Maybe we should paint it as well. And there we go. Because So what we're going to do is we're probably going to, whenever we have a window, we'll probably just put like 2 of these next to each other and flip them, and it'll look good. Pretty much like this. Flip. Nope. Flip that. Damn it. There we go. Beautiful. Looks good. Right. Okay. Stop it. Okay. The off-centered window is even worse than the 6. Guys, please leave my 6 out of this. If someone can... Okay. In the Discord, if you guys can either do a diagram or do it in Magic of Voxel yourself, it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tall, 3 wide. Put it in the Discord, and I will review your selections. All right, just attach an image or a diagram or something, and I will fix it if someone gives me a good suggestion. 6 tall, 3 wide. PG's saying add a line to the top, and he's saying it very violently. That's disgusting. Ugh. Ugh. Why would you suggest that? Go in the naughty corner. Go and sit there in the naughty corner. Ridiculous. Right, is the 6 good enough? Okay, hold on. You put something off topic. Well, don't put it in off topic. Put it in the radio silent chat. Master Pie is done. It's basically said what we've done, but he's left in the that, which I think is better without. Someone put it in something in off topic. Let's have a look. In fact, yeah. Let's just. Oh, you think the full way wrong? Okay. Peso is saying full way along. Okay. That's my favorite so far. Right. Okay, are we happy with the 6? Are we happy with the 6? Let me know. Okay, we're happy. Alright, okay, cool. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. This has already been, like, whenever I make anything in Magicka, sometimes I just, like, fuck it up and I get, like, really upset and I'm just like, oh, why can't I get this? But everything we've done today has just, like, perfect, you know? And I feel like it's you guys helping me out, you know? Remek Gigabit says, the question is, are you happy with the 6 max? And I'm happy with it. Almost PG, I think, is 6 is fixed. Okay, cool. 6 is fixed. Thank you, guys. All right. Okay, next thing. How big are these things going to be? We're gonna do some sizing up. I think what we'll do, right, is in a standard layout. Right, this is just a little test. We're gonna have, let's just move that a bit like this. Right, we're gonna have doorway like at the back of the cabin, right? Maybe like windows are gonna be kind of like central. So there'll be like one window on this side, one window on this side. I feel like maybe we'll be a bit narrower than this. Okay. Right. Yeah, 106 is definitely going to be the one that we go. I mean, we've got to destroy 106 now. Like, it would be a crime not to destroy 106 since it's been so much of a pain. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll have maybe one window here. Goose, I don't know if you've been banned. I imagine it's, if you have, then I don't know. but spamming it isn't going to help you out, is it? Right. I think window-wise, right, the double lines are like a window. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 windows, 1 doorway. And then I think the number of the cabin will kind of be here. Let's do it in a different color. Like the number will be like here on the actual wall on the outside. So then you know before you walk in the number is there. Like you can see there. Oh, actually no, the number is going to be in various places. Because then you can see it from every angle. Moon Monkey, you posted something? I'll have a look. What do we got? What do we got? He made a little tank. That's pretty cool. Nice, nice. Ah, Lurkus, come on, man. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, it's a cool looking tank. I'd maybe change your color palette a bit. But it looks good so far. I think that was Moon Monkeys? Yeah, Moon Monkeys. (106). 106. Yeah, we're definitely gonna burn down 106. If you guys seen the destroyed church I did? Oh, so hold on, I need to show you this. Right, this is the church. Right, really nice looking church. It's got like cool little interiors. It's got this kind of church bell tower with an actual bell in the top of it. Oh, you know, it looks absolutely brilliant, right? And then we've got destroyed church, which is the same church but destroyed. Look at that. It looks really good in game as well. This is in the center of like the farm town that we made. We even made it so if you look here, check out how the bell is, because it's made out of brass. When brass gets really hot, it gets like anodized, or I think that's the word. Is it anodized? No, it basically gets oxidized, I think, or the opposite of oxidized, whatever. But basically it goes green, and that's the attention to detail we like here at Foulball Hangover. Right. Anyway, back to the prisoner of war camp. We'll have to do 106 like that. Lurkus, it's okay. It's okay. I appreciate the help. Lurkus actually did all the flags for the game as well. I'll probably have to show those off in another stream. Okay, cool. Right, we've got a good idea of what we're doing now. Let's get started on it. I'm thinking actually we want to make one more type of window, because I want to put these windows at the end, and then yeah. So let's do this. How long have I been developing games? I have been developing games for... The thing is, right, is I used to make mods when I was a kid for just like various games and stuff. And yeah, Center Window Jacob, that's definitely what we're doing there. Hey, Venomous Snake, how's it going? Thanks for joining again. Yeah, so I started making games for like mods very long time ago. I was like 11 years old. Was when I kind of like started to just like play around with the idea of it. Very on and off. I'm 25 now, so if that gives you any perspective. But yeah, like I started when I was really young, and you don't have to, you know, to be good at making games. You definitely don't have to start young or anything. It's always just been a passion of mine to just make games. And yeah, I started just by making mods for games. I think a lot of people kind of get into game development that way. But now, like when I was 11, there was like no tools for making games, right? I mean, there was, but not very good ones, and not like free ones you could just actively just take and play around with. So now I think a lot of people actually just pick up Unity or Unreal and do it through there. And to be honest, like making a game, like starting out to make a game is actually like really easy. Obviously there's a lot of learning, but if you dedicate enough time to it, then you can just like jump straight into it really easy. But yeah, basically that's kind of how it started, I guess. Been doing it for a while. But professionally, full time, I've only been doing it since March of last year, when I lost my job as a barman, and then I got this one instead. And I like this one better. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Right, we're getting there. You know what? I think this window should go like that. I used to sell models on Roblox. Yeah, that's a sick side hustle. I've never played Roblox, but I want to check it out one day just to see what the hype's about. Yeah, that's really cool. It's a nice hustle, you know, like starting out, like making money through doing something that you're passionate about. It's just like the coolest thing ever, you know. I didn't start making money until I was like on video games until I was like maybe 16 or 15, when I had like, I just sell things for my mods, you know, just like, oh, you get a cool skin while playing my mod if you give me $1 or something. I made like a very, very small amount of money. But yeah, like it's nice, it's a good feeling. Anyway, right, I think we're ready to actually get started now. So I'm just gonna grab this and send it out into the world apparently. Right, we're just gonna take from our little kit on the side, and we're just gonna start placing pieces down. And then after I've kind of figured out the average, like the size of it, then I'm gonna make a floor, because we're probably gonna have to have maybe like a wooden floor, I'm gonna guess, and that will kind of have its own complications with it too. I'm kicking the drunks out. No, I definitely do not. I definitely miss. I do not miss bar work at all. I mean, it was fun. It was fun, but it wasn't, you know, the most fun thing ever. I definitely prefer game development. Right, this is going to be tricky. I didn't think about corners. Corners are always something that just... Oh, that looks perfect. Yep, no, happy with that. Absolutely fine with that. Two of these and maybe the window block. We'll have to replicate this everywhere as well. Not everywhere, just like on each one. To be honest, it's gonna suck, but I think we have to have the bunk houses is like just the same. I really, really hate it when I just take one house and I just copy that house and just place it in different places. It's so annoying just looking at that. But since it's a prison camp, I think this is the one time that I have to do that, and it actually pains me. Usually developers love when you can, you know, just cut out loads of time by just making one building and duplicating it everywhere, but it pains me because it doesn't look as good, you know. But that's okay. We're just gonna have to do that. But we're actually making good speed with this. Oh jeez. Gonna take another one of these. I'm gonna take a window and then another one of these. So one of these windows. These bunkhouses are gonna look really good though. It might be a good idea if we actually build the bunks in the model as well. If you really wanted to make things different, you could copy and paste the cabins and then change the looks of them. Yeah. Ramagigib. Sorry, man, I cannot say your name. I apologize. Ramagig. Ramagigib. I'm sorry. I butchered that. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Just slightly changing the interiors, changing the layouts of them will make the players feel like they're actually not just copied and pasted garbage. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to go... we can change it later on, so it's not for definite. I'm thinking we go one more... we're going to go one more window here. I think I've done this... Yeah, I've done this one wrong here. See how it goes like the edge is on the right side. On this one, it's on the left. I'm going to have to just flip that. Okay, almost there. Then I think we'll go 2 blocks and then we're done on this. So what we can do actually is just a little sneaky thing. Just take that. Oh no, we can't. Okay, ignore that. Ignore that. I'm really liking these walls so far though. I think they look really, really nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to have actually different rooms and stuff too. We're gonna have a room for showering. We're gonna have like maybe a workshop room would be cool. We're gonna do some research in a little bit and find out what kind of things they would have in a prison camp. Like what kind of workshops would you have? You know, would you actually have any workshops, or would like prisoners of war be, you know, not trusted with tooling? So we're gonna have to do some research in a bit. I hope you guys like history. I guess it's kind of history. Right. Exterior showers. Yeah. What we'll do is we'll do some research. We'll sit here and we'll look at some documents about some prison camps, and we'll find out exactly what they kind of had, and then base our build around something like that. Almost there. And we'll take this, and this guy goes over here. Perfect, that lines up perfectly. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's going to look really cool, and it's got like I'll have a nice little roof on it. If we need to make it bigger, we can also make it bigger. I think it's going to feel kind of tight in here, but I think that's kind of the point, you know, like you come in here and boom. Right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. And in the meantime, so where's Wally? I didn't forget to unmute my mic this time. Hell yeah. All right, we're back in here. All right. Toilet pit and water buckets to wash with. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Okay, either way, That's good. This is a little bit smaller than what we were planning, as you can see here. It's quite a bit smaller. Maybe, yeah. But I think it's going to be fine. I think we're going to work out just fine. So what we're going to do to save time, each one of these numbers is just going to be on like a separate placard. I think it's the right term. So what we're going to do is basically make a hole in every single one of these things, and then you can just interchangeably put in one of these. Genius, big brain thinking, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how long this is going to be. By doing that, what we're going to do is do this. What's the biggest one actually? 104 is the biggest. So that is 13 by 8. I think that was. So every one of these is going to have to be... we're going to use some more space. Okay. So each one, yeah, has to be kind of like this big. Because of the 4, obviously it's quite big. Unless we just make the 4 smaller. Yeah, we're going to make the 4 smaller because that's just going to suck. So we're just going to cut off this. Cool. Perfect, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to just have a hole in the wall, and then when we want to have a new one, obviously 106 won't be in this. We're just going to have all of these numbers, and then 106 is going to be our special one that's burnt down. Venomous snake. I know what you're talking about. Obviously you're talking about like things like gas chambers and stuff, but because this is a prisoner of war camp, not an extermination camp, we're not going to have any of that kind of stuff. We're going to have just we're going to do some research and find out what they had in prisoner of war camps, just kind of add those kind of things. Right. Right, let's go 12 by 8 is how big that is. So what we've got to do is figure out tank update. Moon Monkey's got tank update. Hey, it's looking pretty good. Look at that. Not bad. Right, okay, cool. Right, so we're going to go... what was that? Was that 12 by 8? 12 by 8. So to do that, we're going to go 12 by 8 is that big. In fact, there's a better way of doing this. 12 by 8. Oh wow, they actually fit exactly in a panel, so we could just put it there, which I think we will do. We will just do that. And then, where else should we put it? I think we should probably put it, in fact, we don't even need to do it. We just need to do it on one side, don't we? Yeah, of course. So we're just going to do it on the outside. Oh, what's going on here? Is that high up as well? Yeah, I think that's alright. Just need to remove this. I think that's from the other side when we copied and pasted it in. To make sure they all don't have it. Oh, yeah, they do. I don't know. I mean, the roof, I don't think the roof should have numbers on them because I don't see what... I mean, maybe if you're in a guard tower, actually, you may need to see them. Yeah, no, good idea. We're going to do them on the roof as well. Good idea. What we can actually do as well, we can set up those signs in the exact place. So literally you're copying like 4 or 5 signs all in one package. That will kind of save time. We'll probably do that. Okay. Come on. Wicked. Right, this is looking really good. Okay, so we got those there. Then I think what we're going to do is have one more on this side. Maybe one on this side too. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll put this guy right here. And then we'll put one more right here. Okay, cool. So that's one on every side. I think that's kind of realistic because when the guards are walking around, and also for the players, really, you want to know which cabin's which. So I think just having that is just going to be a lot easier to kind of understand. Oh, Pieman, did you mention it earlier? I completely missed that. Did I miss a corner? Did I miss a corner? Let's turn on edge so we can kind of see a bit better. Nope, I don't think I missed a corner. Oh, yeah. God damn it. I'm so silly. So silly. Okay. I'm glad you guys are paying attention because I'm sure as heck not. Right, okay, cool. So now what we can do, right, is this really cool thing where we find this color, select all by color, delete. And then we can put in the numbers fairly easily. So if we take 107, for instance, we can quickly throw in every instance. I'll just do an example and then I'll delete it after. Actually, oh, why is there that missing there? So yeah, it will go like that. Maybe we'll actually make it have a different color. What we'll do is maybe go this color. Yeah, that's better. That's better for sure. Wicked, yeah, so on each basically building it will have like this 107 sign or whatever sign it's going to be on each one. It might actually be worthwhile making... Yeah, okay, I tell you what we're going to do is we're going to make 7 of them. We're going to make just 7 individual bunkhouses. And we're going to make them, we're going to dress them loosely on each one. I just think that's just going to be quicker in the long run. It's, you know, constantly just trying to figure out what's the quickest way of developing something, and sometimes, yeah, it takes me a while to figure out. But I think this will be the quickest way in the long run, just having different things. Because also you don't want to have too many different objects in the game, right? Because obviously, if you look in just environment, you know, we've got all these different objects right here. And it takes up a lot of memory when you've got a lot of them in the game. You can see, like, with a map, a little bit lagging. Moon Monkey, if you're talking about Magicka, just type in this box right here. Just type 256, and then it'll make it the biggest it'll go possible. Okay, right, well, Unreal Engine's just decided to not play nice right now, so we're just gonna ignore that for now. Alright. I'm gonna do this, and then I think what we also gotta do is like a little thing right here. Okay. That is looking really good right now. Oh, you can kind of see it through the... Ah, that is a problem. That is a problem. You could make it like that. Ah, shite. Right. Okay. Nope, screw it. Screw it. Control Z in. I'm doing it. We are not going to cut these holes anymore. Oh no. Okay. Oh, God. Such an idiot. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the walls as they are, and then these signs are going to be stuck on top of the walls. I do have to go and do all this again. I can go away. Right. Let's quickly just crash through it. Ah, no, that's going to make the other things... Ah, this is so annoying. Ah, right, okay, it's fine. It's okay. And because you can see them through the outside, I don't want that. So I'm going to... That's why I'm redoing that, in case you just missed that mental breakdown that I just had. Yeah, what we're going to do is just make these back here again. Almost there. Yeah, this Discord, the Discord does have a section. Check out the radio silent one. I'm gonna have like a gallery of some images that I don't upload enough of, but to be honest, right now I'm not really doing too many visual things. But there's still a discussion there, and I'm pretty regularly in there. I'd say I'm in there maybe once a day talking to people. So, you know, if you want to chat about this game, if you want to offer some suggestions or anything, please feel free to head over to the Discord. Link is probably being posted by Itchy right now. I haven't read the chat. Oh, it is. There we go. But also, yeah, link is in the description as well. All right, let me just update some of these windows. I'm not liking how they are right now. Kind of like that extruded window frame look. Okay, cool. Right. Back to it. Let's just save the project. Hey, thanks, John. I appreciate it. Yeah, like it's hard with these streams because it's like you're essentially showing off what you do for work, and work is not always fun. So I try and, you know, as I know a lot of people think that game development is all fun, but it definitely isn't. But yeah, I try and just put the good stuff on stream, really. You know, the stuff that people will actually want to see, and that's interesting to look at. But yeah, thanks for letting me know you're enjoying it. If you guys are enjoying it, please leave a like as well. That stuff really does help out. All right, we're going for it again. So, sign is now going to be on the outside, kind of just sitting in here, I think. Maybe there will be good. Yeah, right there. Why? Such an idiot. There we go. Right. Maybe that might need a different color. Also, it's completely the wrong way round. Nobody told me. Come on. How am I? I'm losing it today, folks. Should we maybe make it like green instead? Because the thing is like, especially with this white here, it might not be super obvious for a player to understand. Maybe that. I think that. This is using one of the tree colors. I think that's a nice one. I think this is actually one of the colors used for birch trees, because obviously their trunks are black and white, but this is like a kind of greeny black, and I think it works quite well. Yeah, I think the greeny black, because if you think about it, you know, we're going to be looking at it from kind of this height. I'm actually a bit lower because obviously it's going to be on stilts, and I think that's going to kind of stand out enough. Plus, if a player is actually looking for the sign, then they're going to find it. Especially since it's on 4 walls. All 4 walls off the building. Nice. That's really nice. Awesome. Okay, I really like how that's turning out so far. Okay, so all the bunkhouses are going to be pretty similar, so I think we should kind of think about I think we should think about the flooring next. Nope, no monkey's got a tank update. Let's have a look. Nice. Added a bit different colors. I think it looks pretty good. Floor time. I think it's floor time. I think it's just about floor time. Would you look at the time? Definitely floor time. Yeah, my watch says floor time. Okay, best way of doing this. Best way of doing this. Probably just raise everything up by 1, and then let's just quickly make it out of red. Kind of like to use a bit bolder colors to see things. Okay, yeah. Oh, something went wrong there. Okay, so now I've also got to make a decision. How far out is this thing going to go? I think it should actually be like this. Yeah, definitely, Jacob. We're going to be doing wood planks kind of grouting. Yeah, I think that's going to look pretty good. So let's get started. So what I want to do is go in with a bit of a darker wood color. And what we're going to do is we're actually just going to paint the outside. Yeah, that looks good. I think what we might do is we might also like copy that, put that up here, obviously without the door bit, as well, just to kind of replicate it. I think that kind of like makes the levels look a lot nicer. Yeah, and then what we're going to do is we're not going to keep it as a wood. We are going to go like this. So I think what would be nice is painting planks across. So like 2 wide or 3 wide planks just across, and this is going to take a moment, so give me a sec. And you know, like I said earlier, I like to kind of add in some variation, so you know, it doesn't, like, it's not samey the entire way. It actually looks a bit different, especially, you know, these guys, they're pretty kind of poor. You know, they're not, I mean, when I say poor, obviously they're prisoners, but they're not going to have a lot of money to be able to make these shacks look nice, the enemies, so you know they're going to be kind of crappy and the planks aren't going to be exact. Okay, cool, that's all good. And now yeah, so like you see here where like the lines are like they're not the same height. All of them are kind of like a little bit like this one's here and this one's just a bit above it. It kind of just makes it look a bit nicer on the eye. Same thing with these planks here, is I wanted them to just stick out a bit more. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to grab all this coloured and we're going to set that colour to it. And then we're going to grab this again. And this is one thing, right, that it looks way better in the engine than it will here. So it might look a bit bad when it's done. We'll see with these planks, but it looks so much better in the engine. I think my engine's still frozen. Yeah, it's completely frozen out. Max's favorite word is samey. Right, let's go. So these are going to be some pretty big planks, but they're going to look good. Just going to add in some random thingamabobbies. I don't know what these are called. Plank ends. And they're just going to be completely random the entire way through. I feel like this is almost turning into the Bob Ross of game development, except for I'm probably not as good as Bob Ross, am I? Let's face it. Could even do some holes in here, but I think it might be a bit too much. What we're going to do under this as well is we're going to have some like wooden framework, which should look pretty good. Not as hot as Bob Ross. Oh, thanks a lot, AG. Appreciate that. Not as hot as a 70-year-old man with a giant frizzy afro. Almost done. God, this is not fun. This is going to be then really nice though. When you throw it in game, it can look really good. Okay. How's that looking there? Okay, doesn't look amazing, but when we put that in the engine, I promise you that will look so much better. Happy little Nazi prison camps. Okay, so now what we're going to do is grab everything, move it up another layer. We're just going up, up and up. In fact, we can actually put the feet on. In fact, we should put the feet on. But before we do that, we're going to have to figure out where the middle is. It's an odd number, isn't it? Oh, is it going to be an odd number? Yeah, it's going to be an odd number. Things are going to get a little bit tricky here. Okay, so. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Don't you worry. We're going to put these feet on. And the feet are essentially just to keep it a little bit off the ground. And they are just going to look like this. And then each bunkhouse is going to have basically like right in the middle there's going to be, or maybe should we do two? I'm not sure if we should do one or two. But like, what are they called? Like heaters, I guess. Where they can either cook their food or they can Just stay warm when it gets cold. But the problem is, right, these are 6 by 6, but then this is an odd number. So when we go to figuring out exactly where this should go by drawing a line this way, and then one line from here, and one line from here. So we should have one here and one here. But we're gonna have to make that an odd number. But what's the tricky bit, which we may have kind of not thought about, is the fact that when you got 1 by 3 bricks, making like a nice mirrored kind of grid system is not pretty. Stoves, yeah, stove heaters. Okay, so yeah, what we're gonna have to do is try and figure out how we're gonna do that. But now at least we know how tall this thing's gonna be, and kind of again like a really good idea of what this thing's gonna look like. And now, I don't know about you guys, but I think this is looking really cool already. Like a really cool little shack. And then when we're done with the little heatery side things, then we're gonna make like a nice grid pattern inside, to make it look like, not inside, sorry, underneath, to make it look like really, really good. Just like the icing on the cake. But yeah, so we need to figure this thing out. So it needs to be, I think what we should do is make it like one bigger than this. So I'm gonna take this face here, this face here. We're gonna basically just go like this, and then like this. See, this is the problem. Oh wait, no, that works perfect. What? How does that work? I just made it one bigger and now it wraps around. Fine. Okay, cool. Well, I'm not gonna argue with that kind of magic. I feel like how does that work? That was really weird. Cool, whatever. Magic of 3s, yeah, I guess. Oh no. Oh no. Magic had just crashed. That is the first time Magic has ever crashed on me. How much did we lose? Okay, we're still at the floor, so that's good. I think we just lost putting those feet on. Okay, that's annoying, but not the worst thing ever. Oh. Okay. Very strange. Just crashed again. It seems to be crashing when I just... Did my stream just crash? I think we're back. I'm back. We're back. Oh my god, I'm sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. Oh, my phone's going off. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. No idea what happened with that. The stream just went kaput. I don't even have my stream manager anymore, so that's worrying. Give me 1 second. I'll try and figure out what the... Here we go. Okay, we're there. We're getting there. Thanks for waiting, guys. I'm really sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. Okay, we're back. We're back in the room. We're all good. We lost quite a lot of people. But it's fine. The loyal ones always stay, don't they? For some reason, Magic of Voxel just died. And then my stream just died. And, oh, man. No idea what is going on. Right. And for some reason, this is behaving very weird. Why is that just deleting things? What the hell? Okay. All right, let's try and load up Magic of Voxel again. Something's going on. What is the technical issues we're running into today? What the? Come on. Okay, we're fine now. We're fine. Jeez. Yeah, I think something thought I was probably holding down a key or whatever. Right. We're just about to gang up on Itchy. To be fair, if you ever want to gang up on Itchy, just do it. You know, it's kind of funny to bully people like Itchy. You know, it's his job. It's his job. He gets paid to be bullied. So, okay. Let's get back into things. Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. I was like talking to myself, being like, can anybody hear me? Little did I know, nobody could hear me. Okay, cool. So that's that. We're done. We've done those. Then we need to take one more, and we need to copy it, and then make a second one. And then we'll be back kind of where we were before I crashed. Cool. Nobody could hear me scream. Well, that's good. Nobody could see me cry. I was just fully flat out crying right there. So I'm glad that you guys did not get to witness that. That's always good to uphold your reputation as someone who doesn't cry on stream. Cool, that's that done. Make it a wall. All right, and now we need to know where these are going. So we're going to take the camera underneath and we're going to draw a line. That looks like the middle of that bit. And then we're going to take this line right here. Could have just mussed that, yeah. That line, and then we also need that line right there. So now we know one post goes here, one post goes there, and they're going to look nice and neat together. And that's also going to have to protrude through the floor as well. So we're going to have to go one higher. So we're just going to grab this layer. Put that up there. Crashed again. Crashed again. What the hell? I think I might know why. I think it's because, yeah, I think it's because Unreal Engine's crashed. Okay, we're in and we're out, and we're in and we're out. And I think it's just down to Unreal Engine not behaving nicely. So we're just gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna come back into here. I hope I'm still live. Gonna guess things are live again. Yeah, really sorry about that, guys. Really hate the fact that my computer just decides to hate me today. We gotta do that all again. I don't know why, but I just closed Unreal Engine. It was hanging for a bit, so I think it was just the fact that it was kind of hanging in the background, taking up CPU, was probably the reason why we crashed. But we're back. We're back. We're back and we're rolling. You know what? I'm just gonna save it like just before I do that one stage. For some reason, that one stage is just cursed. I will be honest. Game development is just like that, you know. Some things just don't work for no possible explanation. With no possible explanation of why they don't work. Okay, cool. Well, we got that thing sorted now. I'm gonna save and oh right. Am I sorry? No. No. Here we go. My bad. Thanks for reminding me, Itchy. Appreciate it. Oh god. These technical issues, eh? Game development and streaming at the same time. Would not recommend. The headache. But we're getting there. Okay. 1, 3. I should probably make a little screen so whenever I crash I can just put the Where's Wally map up. Since you guys seem to enjoy that. Okay, right. Okay, I think we're good with this. What we're going to do is take this and then put it bang in the middle of those two crosses. I'm going to go up one block. There we go, perfect. So that's going to go one there. Sorry, one there, and then we're going to go another one there, and that should poke through the floorboard. Yeah, it does. Wicked. That looks really good. And now we can kind of get rid of these coloured bits here. And then what we want to do, we want to make like just some sort of like kind of floor grid thing on the bottom here, just so it actually looks like it would actually work. To do that, we're going to go darker color. And been too long since save. All right, save. We save. You guys can't see it, but hold on. Let me get up Streamlabs, and then unlock this. There we go. Right, you see this little red thing right here? Whenever it's red like this, that means it hasn't been saved. Whenever it's grey, that means it's been saved. Just so we got a bit of just so we know what's going on. You know, you guys can shout at me when that thing's been red for too long, all right? Okay, here we go. We're also going to need like some steps up onto here as well to figure that one out. But yeah, let's do some nice floor work right here, because then what happens is if you do, I mean, the player isn't really going to come back here and destroy things. Like, it's just not really going to happen. But if they ever do decide to, then they have a nice, you know, you still have that destructibility in every aspect of the world. Is, you know, I don't really want to be lazy in any part of the world in this game. So yeah, we're going to keep it pretty neat. I'm just going to trace out some kind of nice looking woodworky thing. I'm going to make it just a darker color, as if it's kind of just had a bit more wear on it. and it also kind of breaks it up from the other one above it. And then we're just going to make just these random lines. They're just a random width apart, no specific kind of width. Cool. Actually, now we'll make these a little bit closer together. And this is kind of like, it's what the world's about, you know? It's like no one is like, there's going to be like maybe 1% of players that are going to look under here or even get through here. Like there is, just realized I messed up with that. There is going to be so little amount of players that are actually going to go through here, and that's the kind of point. It's like we don't take shortcuts when we're developing these things. You know, the world has to eventually feel like super dynamic and super alive by having bits of detail in these very, very hard to reach places. Just in case of that 1% of people do find it. I think I'm just chatting crap right now. You guys know what I mean. You guys can decipher crazy crap I'm saying. Okay, then what I want to do here is this. Basically just do a line on each one, so then it looks like they've been because to hammer in the thing you kind of hammer it sideways, so you need to kind of move them like this. This is what I call the drywall style. I coined that phrase myself. Let me just do another one here. If I was a smart person, I could just copy it. No, we're not going to copy it. But yeah, I'm really excited to get this thing finished up today. I have no idea how long we've been streaming for, but I imagine we'll probably manage to get this one building finished up today. And then next week, we can kind of go in and actually maybe even design the full layout of the prison camp, which is going to be a good one. That's going to be really exciting. We're going to maybe even look at the other buildings that you would find in the prison camp. All those different elements. Oh, okay, right, we're saving. Okay, we're gonna go for one more row of beams. I can't stress enough how little amount of players will actually see these beams underneath. But that's what I care about, you know? I care about it being realistic. Okay, it looks okay. It doesn't look amazing, but it looks okay. That's fine. Right. Okay, cool. So now when you're moving around it, you can see this nice little framework. So I think what we need now is some little steps to get inside. I mean, to be fair, right? It would be pretty tricky because whenever you're faced with AI in this game, it's not like other games where it's almost like, have you ever tried shooting, like when you play like Hitman, have you ever tried shooting someone in Hitman? Because it doesn't go down well, and this is kind of the same with maybe a little bit less hard than how Hitman is. And the prison camp is just going to be full of bad guys. You in this tutorial area, you won't even shoot a gun by like where the missions take you. It's not until when you get outside of the prison camp where you'll find a gun and actually be able to use it on shooting missions. The prison camp is just purely to give a little bit of storyline and show the base mechanics of the game. without weapons. So yeah. You could later on in the game come back to this area and try and blow it up, but it would be so freaking hard. I don't even know if there'll be a point, but whatever, you know, players will do what players will do at the end of the day. I also just realized I kind of want to make this just grey on top. Okay, we're looking really good. What we need to do now is make some sort of framework coming off of here. So we'll go, oh, no, we're going to make it out of red again. Just want to get a basis of I'm going to just design some stairs like this. We'll do that. Cool. And now we're going to make them not floating. How are we going to do that? We'll go, no, we will go, yeah. That, but closer. I like that. And that the player should be able to run up that as well. I'm pretty sure it's, what is it? It's like a two gap. I'm pretty sure the player can actually run up like 2 or 3, so that should be absolutely fine. Make a ramp. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Spectra plays. Yeah. Okay. I think it might be roof time. Yeah, it probably is about roof time, isn't it? I'm wondering, can we, so there's going to be what, 7 of these? So can we stack, I suppose, hold on, there's going to be a roof as well. 2, in this scene, we're going to have to, yeah, we can stack them, but it's going to take quite a bit. Hey Daniel, thanks for joining us. How's it going? Right, I'm saving. Okay. Roof time. I got an idea. We are gonna go to 3 roof slats. We could do more, but I think it's nicer to have it a bit more open. Because like when you're in here, you know, this is about head height, I'd say. You kind of want to make there be enough room so it doesn't feel too compact. Numbers on the roof. Thanks, Pie Man. That was one of your ideas, wasn't it? Putting the numbers. So each cabin will have like a number, all the way up to 107. And we'll put that on the roof as well. That was Mr. Pie's idea. Okay. Right. Okay, so best way to do this is okay. We're gonna take one of these materials. I'm gonna take metal, and I think we're just gonna give it like a nice. We kind of got to decide what does the rate of the slopiness, and I usually like to do something like this. I think that would look quite cool. It's kind of, you know, it's got character. It's not too sloped high, and it's not sloped too low. Yeah, I think that fits well. Nice. And then what we can do, right, we've got the option of just going like this, or actually, yeah, all right, we're gonna do this, and then how much off we're gonna go? Go 1 off. Same on this side. And then we want to kind of make the side a bit more interesting, and to do that, we're just going to add like random slats in here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 slat, 1, 2, 3 slat, 1, 2, 3 slat. And then move them up. And I think what we'll do is we'll actually make the roof a little bit rusty as well. That will kind of just add a tiny bit of character. Although it is a little bit tricky, because if all the buildings are mirrored, then they are going to be, obviously, you'll be able to tell that the roofs are mirrored, but I feel like it's okay. 1, 2, 3 slat, 1, 2, 3 slat in there, 1, 2, 3 slat in there. Okay, cool. And then we're going to need another thing, which is going to be basically big fat whatchamacallit. No, whatchamacallit? A truss, roof truss. In here, just to kind of give it a bit more character. So when you're actually inside this, it actually looks nice. Because roofs can look kind of boring sometimes, especially like these kind of open ones, because they don't have ceilings. Thanks, Moon Monkey. Thanks for coming around. God, I don't know about you guys, but I'm so excited to see this finished product. You know, you guys have been real helpful with helping me figure out the artistic style of where we're going. And right, can I actually just do this? Oh, I can. Perfect. So yeah, now when you're inside, it looks pretty neat. Okay, and now what we're gonna do. Don't forget to save. There you go. So now what I want to do is basically just grab this. In fact, no, not do that. I want to grab just one section of this. I feel like this is just, it's too flat, it's too boring, you know? So what we're going to do is we're going to spice things up a bit by adding basically just like a little thing, you know, just little thingy mabobby thingamabob. Is that the middle? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Put one there. I will put one there. Yeah. Now that just makes it look a little bit less boring. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some rust. And to add rust, basically what we want to do is just randomize it using just random colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to select all these random colors. And then I'm going to press rand, which gives us a nice big variation. Oh, hold on, I've accidentally selected that one as well. Okay, let's do that again. Right, so we're gonna go this one, 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 this one. Select all. No, not do that. Press randomize. Okay, now we've got super colorful roof. And now what I want to do is randomize even further. So I'm going to select all the red ones and I'm going to make them red and orange. And now we know that the red is what we need because that's kind of like the lowest one. So then we take it and we make that roof this color. And then, see, I think that's too much. These little red bits are going to be the rust. So what we're going to do is we're going to select them again, split it in half, select all these, make it this color, and then select the red again and make it this little red color so it looks like rust. And I think that is perfect. Exactly how we want it. Mr. Pyman says the inside beams are off center. What? No, they're not. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Man, that was a good spot. I don't know which beam it is. 2, 3, beam. 1, 2, 3. What? What? How is that? No. No, it is. Huh? What is this wizardry? I'm losing my mind. They're not off center. They're fine. You having me on? I think I'm either losing my mind or you're having me on. Yeah, I think they're fine. I think they're fine. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I think he's having me on. Okay, cool. Right. Next thing is, this is gonna suck. The inside roof needs a thing. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna do this a cheap way. Well, I say cheap way. It's the way we're doing it, but gonna just fill her up, and then add a layer on that side, and then what we're going to do is figure out where I'm. Okay, cool. Looks like this side. Genius. And then there's going to be a hole here. Okay, cool. That was way easier than I thought it would be. That looks surprisingly really good. And then we should probably make these roof slats come out like this. This reminds me of a house I made in Minecraft one time. This is kind of like Minecraft, I guess, so like the way that you build with everything. It's quite like Minecraft. Perfect. Look at that. What a nice looking... I mean, I wouldn't want to be locked up here, but looks good. Looks good to me. Ugh. We're getting there. And we'll have like some nice heaters here, and then we'll have some bunk beds all around. Yeah. Right, let's do this again. Could copy and paste it, but I mean, nah. It's gonna be quite hard to like actually pull the bits out that we need. I suppose actually, yeah, no, it won't be that hard. Nope. Oh. Just gotta grab all this rust. I think this might work. I hope it will work. It might not work, but we're gonna try anyway and see if we can be sort of lazy about it. What the hell? It might work. Yeah, I think that's actually worked. That saved us a bunch of time. Yeah, Minecraft Chisel and Bit. I've heard about that mod. It looks quite cool. Circle window in the roof. I don't think circles to me just seem like, I feel like they would have like very minimal kind of windows, you know, just standard blocky ones. Okay. All right. We got some good progress. Look at this. We got these gates sorted. We got this, the prisoner block. Right. Okay. So inside here now we are. I can't think of anything else to do other than doing the little heaters and then the bunk beds. Now we can do circles. I mean, we can do these kinds of circles, or we can do we can do like these kinds of circles. Big old meatballs. Look at this meatball. Meatball. All hail the meatball. Yeah, if you want to check out on YouTube, I've got, so this is episode, well, this is like Dev Stream 3. If you want to check them out, they will be on YouTube. I've got like a little unlisted playlist. If you just click on playlists, it should be in there, just called Radio Silent playlists. Okay, cool, right, little heaters. So I'm thinking they're going to be kind of rounded looking. Like this almost, with little legs. Yeah. And then maybe just right, let's kind of get like a basic shape going, and then we'll kind of go from there. So that looks pretty good to me, and then we'll go kind of like one more, just covering her up, and then now I want to do like slats like this, but the problem with this is that this then will not be attached. You do that. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And then we'll do like slats all the way around. And then we'll add in some more colors to make it look a bit more like an actual, actually no, we'll just have it so the heat comes out these two sides. And then and then we have enough to kind of also do like a cool little chimney too. And then this chimney can just like straight up go through the roof. Yeah, we could do like things like clothing. I want to do, so anything specific like clothing and stuff, I want to do that in engine. Like I want to like design it all in engine. I think like layout wise of like where the beds are and stuff, we'll do that in Magica, and then yeah, kind of like leave the rest for later on. Just makes it a little bit easier when you've got like the smaller, because I've already made the smaller props. It wouldn't really make sense of me making them twice. Yeah, thanks for the suggestion. Right, we're gonna put a few little logs in here. Cool. Right, what we can do is maybe put some dials or something on the side. So like, maybe like this. And that's like a little door. Maybe paint the top layer something different. It's like a bit more interesting to look at. Maybe the bottom layer too. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's really nice looking. And then we'll maybe do that. Yeah, just like a little bit more interesting, you know? I think that looks really cool. Especially when there's other beds and stuff, you won't kind of look at it. It's a little bit painful right now because it's so big. Yeah, maybe not paintings. Because they're going to have like absolutely no resources to be able to like do any of this stuff with. Right, where is our roof? Where's our chimney rather? You know what I would really like actually is if it was just like, it's just like that. Yeah, I think that looks good. Obviously it kind of makes us have a lot less to play with, but yeah, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take it down to about here. It's gonna narrow in. Yeah, I just think that just looks a bit nicer, really. And then what we'll do is we'll take all of this, and if we don't like it later on, which sometimes, you know, I make something and I realize actually I want to do it a different way, and we can just take it and just move it later on. I can go there. 2, 3. You have some nice little effects of maybe like something coming out of there. Cool. Some little smoke particles coming out. Great. All right. I think we are about done here. I think we've pretty much covered quite a bit, made this entire building. So what we need to do next is make the beds for like a layout, and save. Thank you. So we need to make beds for like kind of like lay them out and everything. Each cabin will have like a different bed layout, so it actually feels a bit different. And then we're just gonna make other things. So there'll be like the officers' chambers and stuff like that, and they will probably be made out of like the same aesthetics of this, but maybe like less prison campy and more like they'll have like, these will be the exterior walls, but then they'll actually have interior walls on themselves as well. But yeah, for the stream, I'm going to call it there because we've had some technical issues and all sorts of stuff. But it's been well successful. I'm really, really happy with what we've done so far. Again, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys being here every single week. Next week is the 30th, so it's the last one of the month, and then there's a Game Dev Monthly on the 5th. Same time, 8 p.m. I'm thinking about maybe in the future doing these streams twice a week because I just love them. I hope you guys like them as well. But yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, like and subscribe, obviously. But also, if you join as a Patreon or a YouTube member, all that money goes to the Community Helper team, who are the people who moderate the forums and Discord and help out with loads of things. So yeah, if you can spend the money, I know a lot of people can't because of COVID and stuff, and that's fine. You know, liking and sharing the video really, really helps out. I hope you guys are excited for Hydrogen multiplayer. That is coming soon. More news about that on the 5th. So keep your eyes peeled on that one. If you guys want to kind of talk more about this project, the Discord is a great place to hit me up. Maybe don't tag me essentially, but feel free to discuss the project in the Radio Silent discussion channel. And I'm in there usually like once or twice a day, just chatting to people. So yeah, thanks so much for joining, everyone. And I will see you all next stream.